Hello everybody and welcome to my first YouTube video. In this instructional video I will be showing you how to hook up some nice LED strip lights to your mud flaps on any car, universal, right up to your turn signal lamps. So what I did on the other side was the same thing before. I'll show you during the video how to do that. In here, as you can see, open up. Don't even have to have the car on technically, you can just use those hazard lamps. But what I did was just make sure I figure out which wires were which, making sure I plug those in correctly to make sure those lights work. So we'll do the left turn signal there. You can hear it sound. The light's going off there, and then back here, left turn signal light right there, and then down on bottom, the LED strip lights as well in sync. So I got that side done today. Now I'll show you how to get the other side done. So as you can see here, depending on what model and type of car you have, the screws that hold in the tail lamp thing, wow, I'll throw the name up in the video later. You just take those screws out and then this entire thing comes right off, and inside, as you can see here, there are a whole bunch of wires. The only ones you're going to need are the ones for the turn signal lamps. Okay, so what you do is you have to hook up the mud flaps first to the inside of your wheel well, fender, whatever it might be. I'll probably throw the name up again. Then you gotta run the wires through the body and out into this area right here that I have in the video. With these two wires, this I did for the other side. It was not easy. It took me about 25 minutes, half an hour just to get the other side through. But this one, since the wires were split, I wrapped the two wires together here, and then I was able to loop one of these magnetic bars. I don't know what to call it. I'll throw that up in the video too. Geez. So what I did with that was I pulled the wire up and through with that, so I could see it in the back side there. It's a little ways in. I know you can't see in the video here, but I did that, and then now it's sticking out here. From there, you don't have to worry about it for a while, but make sure you don't lose them inside the vehicle like I almost did. Otherwise, you'll have to fish them out again, and that process will take so much longer. Now on to the next part. The turn signal light. What you want to do before you cut the wires on there is to figure out which signal is your turn signal lamp, and then with that, once you find it, it's just right here, and then all you got to do is look at the wires on the side. In my case, since I have a Saturn Vue, there is 3 words on this other side of them. You see the major, the minor, and the ground. Don't worry about the ground. The ground's just to make sure the lights work in the first place. The 2 that you should be concerned about are the major and the minor. The major is for the blinking turn signal lamps, and the minor is just for the parking lamps. I found that out. Props to another YouTuber. I will put his link in the description below. But with his video, I was able to figure out how exactly to wire my LED strip lights in. Got the other one to work. So the major, what you have to do is make sure you have the correct polarity on your wires. I just used regular old speaker wires. Now you can use any sort of wire you want to. Just make sure that you have them coded for a positive terminal and a negative terminal. But with that in mind, coming back to the light here. The major, you just hook that up to the positive on the speaker wire, and the minor you hook up to the negative on the speaker wire. And with those, I will show you now. I don't think it takes that much. Yep. All you have to do is cut the wire. My dad has some wire cutters he let me borrow, which I am very thankful for. Otherwise this would be a lot harder. But all you have to do is find the ones that you want to cut. Oops, my bad. Find the ones that you want to cut, the major and minor right there. What we're going to do is get those cut. I am working by myself, so I'm going to have to pause the video and get right back to you. Okay, before we get to that, let me explain that there is a rubber gasket or seal in here to make sure water does not get into the wires and connectors for the light right there, which will make it slightly less easier to snip those wires. However, what I did was just if you want to, you just got to slide it back. It comes out of there fairly easy, but if that doesn't work with those wire cutters, you can just use a normal cutter in and of itself. These are very fine. My dad has a bunch of these, and these help you cut the wires with ease, and you don't have to worry about accidentally snipping any other wires you don't want to cut. Okay, so once you get those wires cut, as here, right here, I have both the major and minor cord wires cut. Wow, my bad, I'm thinking music. Just get those cut there, and then just make sure you don't solder the wrong wires onto the thing, otherwise it won't work. After a little trial and error, I finally managed to solder these darn wires on there properly, as you can see right here. And then the bulb is blinking as well, the right turn signal. And right down here, the ultimate test. That's right. Blinking as well. Which means that this worked. So, now all you need to do is put the light back in. The connection I had on there was faulty, but now I was able to get the wires back on there together and got my car all hooked up and everything. So now I guess I gotta finish getting the mud flap wrapped on there, and then that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to receive notifications for any more projects that I may be taking part in. Thank you very much, and have a good afternoon.